Hi, this is Jesse Sloan, Executive Director of the American Association for Critical Illness Insurance. We're a national trade organization, and this presentation will briefly provide a consumer's guide to cancer risk and the role that critical illness insurance can play, and we'll end with a couple of important tips that I think will benefit you. So here are some harsh realities from the American Cancer Society. Every 18 seconds, someone in America is diagnosed with cancer. That is staggering. It changes their life, their future, their family's future. There's good news, by the way. 1.7 million new cancer diagnoses this year alone. It doesn't happen just to your neighbor. It happens to good folks like you and me. And the probability of being diagnosed with cancer increases as we get older. So as you can see, if you're under 50, well, there's a nominal chance, 3.5, 5.8%. You get to in your 50s, 1 in 16 men, 1 in 16 women will be diagnosed with cancer. But look at what happens between age 60 and 69. 1 in 8 men and 1 in 10 women. That means you have a greater than 10% chance. You look around at 10 other people or 9 other people, one of you is going to be diagnosed with cancer this year. The average ages, vary based on what kind of cancer. So men tend to get prostate cancer in their 50s and 60s. Women, breast cancer, also in their 50s and 60s. So there's a broad spread. There isn't just one kind of cancer, one condition. It really varies across the board. Here is the great news. This number has changed dramatically over the past 2 decades. Today, 70% of Americans who are diagnosed with cancer will still be alive 5 years from now. But survival comes with a serious consequence, a financial consequence. And that's because even with great health insurance, you're going to face costs, thousands of dollars. Your plan probably has a high deductible. There are co-pays. You may have to go out of network for certain cancer treatments. And you're going to have to take time off from work to undergo treatments and then to recover. What are you going to do to replace that lost income, to pay those bills? Here's sort of the irony. When you're getting cancer treatments and you're covered by your health insurance, you know what? You still have to pay your monthly health insurance premium. You got a lot of bills. That's where critical illness insurance can come in. It can provide you with a lump sum cash payment upon diagnosis. The payment doesn't go to a service provider, a doctor, a hospital, a treatment center. It goes to you. You get to decide how you want to use that money. It may cover rent or mortgage. It may cover uncovered bills that you face, your telephone, your car while you're out of work. And even, I always tell people, after you're done recovering, man, take a little bit of vacation. You deserve it. So here are a couple of tips that we like to share with consumers. There are about 60 different insurance companies in the United States that offer some form of critical illness insurance coverage. Some of them offer what I call a dual option. You can split the policy. It might have a cancer-only option or a comprehensive critical illness option. The comprehensive critical illness option covers about typically 12 to 16 different conditions, heart attack, strokes. But if you're in your 40s, cancer may be the bigger worry. And a cancer-only insurance coverage will cost you about 1/3 the cost of a comprehensive. So you want to look for a company that offers you both choices. Tip number 2, some things to watch out for. Among the 60 insurance companies, they have a couple of options. They can charge smokers and non-smokers, or tobacco users and non-tobacco users, the exact same amount. What that means is that non-smokers are subsidizing smokers. They can also charge men and women the same amount. But as you saw from some of the previous slides, the risks are different. So at some ages, men are going to pay less. At some other ages, women are going to pay less. You want to be able to find an insurance company that basically takes that into account so that you're getting the best coverage for the best cost. You want to obviously avoid any additional fees that are buried and that don't, are necessarily upfront when they're quoting you premium. And lastly, a lot of people like to pay it monthly, pay their premium monthly as opposed to yearly. Some companies will charge the same if you're paying monthly, others add a fee. That's going to cost you more. So, some tips and things to watch out for. Here's an important one that people rarely think about. You want to think ahead. How long do you want coverage? Say you're 50 now. Well, you may look and say, I want coverage really only until I'm receiving Social Security and on Medicare. At that point, I'll be retired. I'll have benefits. I'll have better health insurance under Medicare. You know what? Maybe I only want a cancer-only policy or a critical illness insurance policy that's priced to terminate at age 70. That's going to cost you less than one that's priced to terminate at age 90. Why? Because there's a greater likelihood of illnesses after 70. So again, if you think about what you want now, you can save quite a bit of money. I'd like to recommend that you take a couple of minutes and that you visit the American Association for Critical Illness Insurance's website. Here's the shortcut to get there. It's www.aacii.org. When you're there, you're going to see all the latest facts. You'll also be able to use our instant cost calculator to see what $10,000 of cancer-only insurance will cost you. And you'll be able to get a link to companies that offer both options. So take a minute today, visit the association's website, and thanks so much for watching.